My first audition in Hollywood was so awkward I almost quit acting that day. And I'll explain why figuring out what outfit I'm going to wear for my POVs for today. So while I'm an actor now, I wasn't always an actor. I worked in investment management in Philadelphia, so I had a big learning curve when I came to Hollywood. I'd read a few books on acting, but I hadn't really started taking acting classes yet. I just kind of wanted to get into an audition just to see what it was like. And since I had never really acted before, my acting resume was essentially just a non-speaking role that I had done in my 8th grade Christmas play. But by the grace of God, somebody wanted to give me a chance anyway. And I was confident I had so much natural talent that just a chance would essentially get me a role. So some New York Film Academy students were casting a short film, so I auditioned. And of course, being the professional I am, I got there super early. So I was the first one who got in the audition room, but there were still a lot of other people who had gotten there right after me, but I beat them. And I think the movie was supposed to be called Green M&Ms, so I even bought some green M&Ms to eat them to get into the role. But let me be clear, this was a dark, dramatic audition. And I'd never auditioned as a new actor, so I wasn't exactly equipped to handle that kind of emotion or the moment that the scene required. Or was I? Because once I started the audition and sang my lines, I just got such an incredible flow. In my head, it was the best audition these girls would ever see in their lives. But when I finished the scene, I looked at them, and they looked at me, and they kind of nodded to each other, and they asked me, "Hey, when do you think you'd be available for shooting? What's your flexibility like?" And I was so pleased by that question. I looked at them and said, well, there's a whole line of people out there. You sure you don't want to audition them first before just giving me this part for this amazing audition? I mean, remember, I just treated them to the best performance they would ever see in their lives. And then they looked confused and they looked at me and they said, no, you didn't get the role. In fact, you're not gonna get the role. We just have to ask everybody what their availability is. So I then proceeded to melt into an emotional puddle in front of them and just said, "Oh yeah, great. No, I knew that. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity," and stumbled out of the room. And at that time, I just couldn't see how a way I could continue acting ever again. And the good news is I'm still embarrassing myself in auditions to this day. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the gray shirt for the POVs I'm filming today.